For the lab, first go to the AWS console, and we will be using the VPC which we created earlier for the Amazon VPC lab in the US East, that means OYO region. So if we go inside the VPC, we already have this VPC and with the side range, and we have two subnets, one is the private and one is the public. Public is exposed to the outside world, and if we see the routes, so public is allowing the traffic from the outside world using the internet gateway, and also the traffic from inside the virtual network, whereas the private has the traffic which is local within the VPC. Now we'll create a second VPC for creating a peering connection in a different region. Open a new tab and select the region. Let's go with the US West, North California. Go to the VPC dashboard. I'm putting NC for North California for better understanding. And let's give the CIDR range which is different from the VPC to which we are going to peer. Otherwise, it will create a conflict and it will not allow the peering to happen. So the CIDR range of the first VPC this, and for this we are choosing this CIDR range. Let's go with the 16. Let's hit on Create VPC and let's create one subnet. Now let's go to the route table and create our route table. We'll associate it with our VPC which we have just created in North California region, and let's hit on the create. Now go to the route table and select our route table and go to the subnet association and click on edit subnet association. Associate it with our subnet. Now from the left hand side menu under the virtual private cloud tab, go in the peering connection and let's hit on the create peering connection.
Let's name it my peering connection.
OH and C.
Day 1.
So we have to choose the local VPC which we have to pair. So the local VPC which we have just created in the North California region, and we have to select the remote VPC, that means another VPC. So it is asking it is in my account or in another account. If it is in another account, you have to give the account ID, but as the VPC in our account, so we'll go with this default option, my account, and we have to choose the region. So we have to go with the another region because our VPC is in OYO region. So let's go with the another region and let's select OYO, and we have to give the remote VPC ID. So let's copy the ID from here, put it here, and hit on create peering connection. So now the peering connection is created. Now from the other side we have to accept that particular peering request. So if I go to here and go to the peering connection tab in the OYO region, you can see it's the pending acceptance. And here if you select, you can see the various properties like who is the requester VPC and what is the ID of that, what is the region, etc. requesting CIDR range. Click on actions and accept request. You can reject request as well as the accept one. So again you can see the details. Let's click on the accept. Okay, so our peering connection is taking place. It will take few seconds. Okay, so it is done. Now as you can see, we have to define the routes. So let's go to the route tables. I want the traffic limited only to the private route table. Go to the route and click on the edit route. Click on add. Here give the CIDR range of the remote VPC in the North California region, and here you will be choosing the target as the peering connection. So if you see here, as soon as you click on the peering connection, its name will start appearing. So select this and save changes. Same thing we have to do it in other VPC in North California region. Go to this and click on my route tables. Click on route, edit route. Now give the CIDR range of the remote VPC of the OEO region. Again, you have to put peering connection. Click on save changes. Okay, now we have created the peering connection as well as we have modified the routes. Now let's go to the EC2 dashboard and you can see I already have one EC2 instance which is running under the private subnet. That means EC2B. So if you select this, so you can see there is no public IP associated with it, only the private IP address is there. And you can see this machine is inside the private subnet. Now, as per the diagram of the scenario which we are trying to achieve here, we have already created the VPC in North California region, and also we have created a subnet, and also we are done with the pairing of these two VPCs. So as a next step, we will be creating one internet gateway and also one EC2 instance, and we will be attaching a public IP to it, and will be so that this EC2 instance will be accessible from our machine. And then once we log into this machine, then we will do SSH to the EC2B, which is in the private subnet of the paired VPC in the OEO region. So let's go back to the Amazon console and let's go to the VPC dashboard and go to the internet gateway and hit on the create internet gateway. Let's create the internet gateway attached to our VPC. Now we have created the internet gateway. Now go to the route table and select our route table. Go to the routes, click on add routes, and let's add a route for the traffic from the outside world. Click on save. Okay, so the routes are defined. Now we'll go to the EC2 dashboard. Go to the EC2 dashboard, click on the launch EC2 button, 01, and here I will be again choosing the Amazon Linux AWS AMI, which is free tier eligible. We don't have any key pair login in this particular region, so we'll be creating a new key pair. Keep everything as the default. Hit on create, and this will download the key in your desktop or in your machine. Now go to the network setting and click on edit. Here choose our VPC and our subnet. Auto assign public IP enable, as we want a public IP to connect to this machine from our workstation. And let's create a security group. This SSH rule from anywhere we require it, because to connect to this machine from our workstation, keep it as it is and click on launch. So here our machine is created with this particular public IP. Now go to the OEO region go to the EC2 dashboard, go to the instances, select EC2B. Under security, go to the security group and click on edit environments. We have to allow communication to this machine from that particular subnet. So let's choose, we want to do the SSH, we don't want all traffic. So let's go with the SSH and source as a custom. And here you will see only the security group of this particular VPC, not for the peered VPC. So you have to give the site range of that subnet or that VPC. So let's go back to this. Now California region and go under networking. In the networking, go to the subnet of this EC2 machine. Copy the site range from here, put it here. So this is done. We'll do SSH and copy the public IP of my EC2 NC01. Go to the SSH, click on browse key. So I have already converted the PAM key to the PPK from using PuttyChan. This method I already told in my previous video, which is for the Amazon VPC. So please refer to it, how to connect to the EC2 instance using Putty. You can find the video link in the description of this video. Click on open, accept. Now we are connected to a machine. So if you see 10.10.35, 10.10.35. Now we'll SSH into OYO EC2B. So go to again EC2 dashboard, go to EC2B and click on connect. So we need this key. So we have already created this key in the our previous video Amazon VPC. So let's open this particular key. Now let's do nano and key pair name, Control A, Control C, copy this, Control X, yes, save. We have our PAM key saved here. So now again go back to the connect method and we have to change the file permission. Now copy the SSH method, click on yes, and now we have connected to 152 IP. You will see the EC2B machine is 10.152. Now we are able to do SSH in the EC2 instance under the private subnet in a peered VPC. So this marks our end of this lab. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do provide your feedback. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next lecture. Thank you and have a good day ahead. Thank you so much.